In definition, conflict of interest occurs when employee or their family members shows financial or monetary interest in relation to their dealings toward the company's contractors or subcontractors, vendors, suppliers, partners and principals, or even with the individuals who directly or indirectly do business with the company or competitors. An individual's potential interests can be or not limited to monetary or financial gain, conducting a similar business, use of corporate references, release of confidential records or information. As dictated by professional ethics and affirmative obligation, all employees are mandated to seek prior written approval from the GAS management under any of the following circumstances to ensure whether actual or potential case of conflict of interest exists. Request for committee approval for cases like personal participation with other business within Kingdom. Potential conflict of interest. Position that is prone to potential conflict of interest. Any violation by not disclosing potential or actual conflict of interest, or failure to obtain approval from the management will be subjected to disciplinary action in accordance with Saudi labor law or the company internal rules and policies. Financial Code of Conduct for financial matters applies to all employees, whether in supervisory or non-supervisory positions, who deal with financial and related information within the company and who represent the company to external entities. The purpose of this code is to promote honest and ethical conduct and compliance with applicable laws and regulations and company policies. All employees subjected to this code are required to act in good faith, responsibly, with due care, competence, and diligence in the evaluation and conduct of all business transactions conducted by or on behalf of the company, and to ensure timely and accurate documentation of financial transactions of all kinds and nature concerning the company's business affairs in full compliance, including income statement, balance sheet, reimbursement, cash flow, equity. To provide information in reports and documents and in all other company communications that is full, fair, accurate, and timely. All information in GAS possession shall be classified as either public, internal use, or confidential to protect data privacy and ensure information is used only for valid purpose. Every employee undertakes to uphold the confidentiality of all information and protect GAS intangible assets. Any disclosure of trade secrets are prohibited. Confidential information and should not be read or discussed unless pertaining to a job requirement. GAS provide customer with quality products and services, thus, take steps to ensures confidentiality of customer and trusted data. GAS, anti-bribery compliance dictates the ethical guidelines on dealing with government or public officials and has strict rules and policies in place in accordance with our anti-bribery, which includes never request, offer, make or received improper benefits or gifts, either tangible or intangible, that will cause the person to perform or fail to perform his duties. Any benefit or privileges, promise or gift, be valuable or not, are considered bribes, including money, property or investments. Gifts, entertainment, discounts on products and services, offer of employment for a public official or a relative of the public official, a promise to pay, assumption or forgiveness of debt, payment or reimbursement of travel expenses or personal favors, sponsoring events, travel tickets. As mentioned, breaches of anti-bribery and other corresponding policies may result to disciplinary action or, as stated, at the consequences and violation of COC. Gift, entertainment and hospitality. GAS recognized that accepting or offering gift, entertainment or hospitality of moderate value is customary as part of a lot of people's roles. However, it is very important to approach this conservatively and prudently by any employee in the company and to make sure that this is not considered to give rise to unethical behavior. The offer of gift, entertainment or hospitality is only permitted where all of the following conditions are met and is done for the purpose of general relationship building only or for maintaining business relationship or normal courtesy and never for something in return. As we continue to this session, this are the only permitted condition on our entertainment favor and gift policy. Gift having nominal value carrying GAS logo with less than 400 riyals, business meals at limited or reasonable cost. Corporate memento as government gifts. Examples: plaque, trophy, medal. As we continue along, this are list of conditions that are not permitted and should never do by the employee. Accepting, giving, offering gifts. Reimbursement from third party. Entertainment favors, such as travel tickets, accommodation arrangements, personal services. Gifts, entertainment or favor to government official. Sponsoring an event in exchange for an ethical favor. GAS is also complying with the following applicable laws in Saudi Arabia, including but limited to combating bribery law, civil service law, national strategy for protecting honesty and combating corruption, Council of Ministers, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, Convention on Combating Bribery of Foreign Public Officials, United States Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. In this section we will also look at selected example of settlement case of bribery and fines. Siemens AG fined $1.2 billion by US and EU. Kellogg, Brown & Root fined $579 million. Bay System plc fined $400 million. Alcoa in $384 million deal to settle bribery charges. By definition, money laundering refers to committing or attempting to commit any act for the purpose of concealing or disguising the true origin of funds acquired by means contrary to Sharia law, or laws, thus making the funds appear as if they had come from a legitimate source. This are some of the example that each employee should reflect to or consider that could be an offense to GAS anti-money laundering compliance. Converting, transferring or conducting any transaction of funds that the person knows are the proceeds of crime. Acquiring, possessing or using funds that the person knows are the proceeds of crime, or from an illegal source. Concealing or disguising the true nature, source, movement, ownership, place, disposition, or manner of disposition, or rights with respect to funds that the person knows are the proceeds of crime. Participating in, by means of agreement, aiding, abetting, provide counseling, advice, facilitation, collusion, cover-up, or the attempt to commit any of the acts are considered violation of COC and will not be tolerated by GAS. All GAS employee must abide with all applicable laws and regulations about anti-money laundering. Conduct background check of customers, principals, suppliers and business partners to validate that each entity is in legitimate business activity and its source of funds are generated legally. Develop awareness about different types of payments that could be linked to money laundering and be able to identify a money laundering transaction, example, multiple money orders, payments on behalf of a customer from unknown third-party source. At this part we will look at key identifiers an employee should be aware of and could be a potential act of money laundering. Any customer, principal, or business partner who is cooperative in providing information wherever is required, example, providing insufficient, false or suspicious information. Processing of payments through monetary instruments that is distinguished as money laundering mechanisms. Unusual orders, purchases or payments that reflects irrelevance to business activity. Fund transfers that are seemingly odd, example, payments, to, from countries, that are illogical or has no relevance with customers' line of business. Transaction or transactions connecting to known terrorist activity origin. Payments that are processed through an unlicensed remittance centers, foreign exchange institutions or non-bank financial intermediaries. GAS and its affiliates are committed to conducting its business in an open and honest manner. All communications, whether internal or external and personal information, should be accurate and forthright. These communications may include, but are not limited to, general internal reports and memorandum, emails, advertising, media broadcasts, marketing, sales brochures and social media such as Twitter, Facebook and other social networking sites. Provide accurate information when promoting its products and services. Misleading, false or exaggerated claims concerning our products and services or those of our competitors, are unacceptable. These same principles must be adhered to when responding to inquiries from customers, fellow employees, the media, regulatory agencies and shareholders. Think before communicating. A poorly thought through communication may be misinterpreted and what is written or said cannot be taken back. Any statement, whether oral or written, that is false, derogatory, malicious or defamatory of any other person, and, our competitors, is prohibited. COC has strong guidelines for any form of fraud, theft, and embezzlement. Unethical behavior of employee on such unlawful acts can cause financial and reputational damage to the company. Any of the following activities are strictly prohibited in GAS which may result in disciplinary action by the company and potential reporting to the local authorities. Forgery, the crime of creating false documents. Bribery, receiving or giving, monetary or non-monetary for personal benefits. False invoicing, manipulation of invoices. Double invoicing, raise invoice more than once. Impersonation, pretending to be someone. Theft, act of stealing or robbery. Embezzlement, misappropriation of entrusted assets. All employees are expected to disclose or report to the management any information or knowledge, whether actual or potential, related to company's policies, any law or regulations significant to the company's operations, falsification of documents containing report or records, or any irregularities including fraud, theft, bribery, and violation of the conflict of interest and business ethics policies.